generation.
The most important election in the history of our country.
The most important election.
The most important election.
The most important election in the last century and a half.
Listen to Charlton Heston, you guys. He's seen where this country is heading.
You maniac! You blew it up!
Oh, it's coming. But actually, the most important election in modern times already happened.
Barack Obama is projected to be the next president of the United States of America.
No, wrong answer. Calm your smug tits, Democrats. The most important election of your lifetime wasn't 2008. It was 2 whole years later, and you didn't vote in it, and you got your ass kicked. The year was 2010. Kesha's brave cry for help was at the top of the dance charts. The man-made disaster spewing toxic foulness wasn't Donald Trump, but Deepwater Horizon, and oh yeah, there was an election. Just one of those boring midterm ones that will.i.am does not make videos about. And just like with our college midterms, most of America figured it was fine to sleep through this one.
Exit polls showed a low turnout of young voters, African American and other minorities.
Youth turnout has averaged 12% in midterms.
Oh my God, 12%? Were you so busy planking and cinnamon challenging in your smush rooms while inserting vodka-soaked tampons into your jeggings that you couldn't set aside a few minutes to pull a voting lever? Gee, you know who didn't sit 2010 out? People who were old and white and super cranky about something.
There is a big enthusiasm gap. This year we saw the greatest number of conservatives turn out to vote in a midterm election since exit polling began.
I'm sure they were just angry about how tall the president is. And just as you'd expect when the voting public looks like the cast of Cocoon, they turned this country redder than Carrie's prom dress. 2010 swept 87 Republican freshmen into the Capitol, including a host of ill-qualified and temperamentally unfit newbies like Benghazi Queen Trey Gowdy and grown adult Michael Grimm of Staten Island, best known for threatening to murder a reporter.
Let me be clear to you. You have to do that to me again in 3 years.
Funny story, he's in jail now. Not for assault, but tax evasion, but still, good guy, good guy. They got elected with commercials like this.
After the Muslims conquered Jerusalem and Cordoba and Constantinople, they built victory mosques.
Oh, man. Remember when we were scared to death of mosques and not Syrian children? I feel so old. 2010 also brought us a big chunk of the House Freedom Caucus, the wild-eyed Tea Party kamikazes who handed John Boehner the speaker's gavel and then immediately started eating him alive. Although I can see why. He is packed with beta-carotene. The Republicans of the 112th Congress arrived on Capitol Hill ready to roll up their sleeves and then immediately roll them back down.
I'm not going to vote to increase the national debt limit.
We need more people who will say no.
I don't like to compromise.
I am not going to compromise on my principles.
There'll be no compromise.
Man, do they ever hate the C word? Speaking of C words, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, not even coy about his party's mission to block the cock of democracy.
Our top political priority over the next 2 years should be to deny President Obama a second term.
You couldn't even get that done, but congratulations. You did manage to make yourselves less popular than genital warts. Some people like them. They're like sexy Braille. Meanwhile, here's what the conservative children's crusade has achieved since it turned the House into a who can hold their breath the longest, I know you are, but what am I, why are you hitting yourself contest in the backseat of a car that no grown-up was driving. They shut down the government. They somehow turned 60 failed attempts at taking away people's health insurance into a badge of honor and refused to vote on immigration reform, leaving Americans so frustrated they're willing to vote for the first 2-bit wall salesman who says he'll stop Mexicans from raping their jobs. That's right. If you didn't vote in 2010, you built that. But oh my God, that is nothing compared to what happened in the States after moderates and progressives hit the snooze button in 2010. While the new Congress was putting a banana in the tailpipe of our democracy, The newly elected state lawmakers and governors did the opposite, unclenching their legislative sphincters and passing every shitty idea from deep within their bowels. Bankrupting school systems, redrawing congressional districts, and doing everything short of bronzing pregnant women to block access to abortions. All the things that directly affect your life 1,000,000 times more than the presidency. But we'll get into that next week. Meanwhile, be sure to vote on Super Tuesday unless the state senator you failed to stop in 2010 cock-blocked you with a voter ID law. Oh, there he is, doing what he does best. We'll be right back.
世界最強のスキルとかですね、世界最強のスキル。これがまさに学習スキル、そして教育スキルなんですよ。
僕自身も学習法と教育っていうのをずっと伝えてきてたんですけど、また仙人さんから教わったことも参考にして、さらなる進化を遂げられると思って嬉しく思ってます。
学習の4つの鍵。この4つの鍵を持たないと学習の扉は開かないです。
聞いてるうちに自分がこういうふうにして教えてるっていうイメージが明確に頭の中に浮かんできました。
情報を使って、頭を使って、知識を使って働く人がどんどん増えてくる。で、知識があるもの、知恵があるものがどんどん成功していって、で、地位が高くなってくる。
学習することに対して今までの認識っていうか自分の認識がもう覆された感じです。
今まで自分が教育について親からでさえも先生から学んだことがなくて、これから子供を産んだ時に子供に残していきたい、伝えていきたいと思いました。
自分が教育者になる、日本を変えようっていうそういう強い気持ちが生まれてきました。
学習タイプには4つのタイプがあるってことですよね。で、なぜタイプ、何タイプ、どうやってタイプ、今すぐアクションタイプ、この4つです。それを全て考慮した、全て融合した勉強法が実はあるんですね。
すごく心に染みることが多くて、自分の価値観が根底から覆されるようなことをたくさん教えていただいて、本当に良かったなと思ってます。
本当に来てよかった。本当にこれXブッチャに参加できてよかったと本当に思います。
いや本当衝撃の連続でした。人生のパラダイムシフトと言ってもいいぐらいの3日間でした。
クレイジーな3日間でした。3日間すごい学びが多かった。ちょっと今頭パンク状態なんで。
人生が変わったと思います。価値観ひっくり返る。
世界がすごい開けて。もう胸が熱いです。
すごい楽しかったです。
10年後はもう X ブッダの影響で本当に勝ってるんじゃないかなと思いました。
みんなで力を合わせて20年後の黄金の国ジパングを作りましょう。
The sudden death of Justice Antonin Scalia has left a hole, not just in his weird medieval hunting club or on the Supreme Court softball team, but at the court itself, which will now have to dive up your uterus without him.
The Supreme Court next